For last 5 consecutive weekends, millions of Koreans came together to make their voices heard. The rallies held across the nation were peaceful and organized, even though participants are driven by anger and disappointment over the president. Kwon Jang-ho takes us to the historic scene.
It's early afternoon in Seoul, and with just a few hours left to go before the scheduled protest begins, people are already starting to gather in the November snow.
I came here because I wanted to show that we the people have our own thoughts and that we won't just be pushed around.
It's the 5th in a weekly series of protests calling for President Park Geun-hye to resign over involvement in the power abuse scandal. I've come to Gwanghwamun Plaza, the heart of the rallies, to gauge the atmosphere. These high school students have collected money from their friends to buy candles and hand warmers to give out for free.
This might be taking time away from our studies, but we feel that being out here, experiencing democratic and public responsibility and action will help us in the future.
It's now 4 p.m. and the crowds have gathered here in earnest. The police have closed off the roads and the planned protest march is now starting. We come across some police bus barricades. Since the 4th protest last week, a collection of flower stickers has appeared, transforming the barricades into something more appealing.
We wanted to make this wall a wall of flowers. We wanted to show that we're doing these protests with a beautiful heart.
이거 지금 여기 2개 붙이셨잖아요.
네.
이거를 반만 붙이셨잖아요.
네.
이렇게 왜 반만 붙이셨는지 설명해 주시겠네요.
뜨기 쉬우라고요.
근데 뜨기 쉬운 게 왜 중요한 거죠?
Because even the police are citizens. They're only here working because they have to fulfill their public duty. And after it's over, they're going to have to take all these stickers off. And we wanted to be considerate to them.
As dusk falls, the protest march reaches its destination just a few hundred meters from the front gates of the presidential office. Although the protesters and police come face to face at this barricade, both sides respect the limits they have been given by the law.
I attended protests in 1988 when I was a student. But what's different is that people now bring their children and families. They can express their feelings freely in a variety of ways, and I think it's setting a new standard for protesting.
With the night comes the candlelight that has been the symbol of these events as the crowds return peacefully to Gwanghwamun Plaza to show their unity once more.
Darkness is normally associated with bad things, but by lighting candles one by one, it's become a bright light in the darkness, as you can see. I believe that's the meaning behind the candle.
It's been the largest rally yet, with organizers saying more than 1.5 million people joined throughout the day, while police estimate around 270,000. Week after week, the Korean public return to have their voice heard as one, determined to bring about a change in a truly democratic way. Kwon Jang-ho, Arirang News.